Hi, it's Sunday the 17th of July. It's about 4 p.m. It's quite warm and I'm Paul, a stage manager at the Fantasy Forest Festival. And we're currently in the new Steam Nation arena. So I'm looking down the site. We've got an airship on my right. We've got the Steam Nation stage to my left with something steampunky going on, I'm not sure what. And we're going to have a little walk down this area. So yes, on my right, obviously it's a 360, you can travel in any direction you want. You'll probably get seasick and you'll feel you're 7 foot tall. I'm sorry about that. I've got the 360 camera on the top of my head. I'll try and walk as smoothly as I can, but I'm just walking, which makes things a little bit difficult for me. On my left, we have Black Laboratory live role-playing tasters, for those that have never LARPed before. We're currently between performances on the main stage, so that's why it's not as noisy as it normally is here. So I'm now teleported a little bit. I'm slightly further down the field, and we've got a load of traders all around me. We have Moorish, one of the restaurants that you can sit down in, which is at the top of my area, which is the Dream Stage, the main stage at Fantasy Forest, and you can probably just about see a band preparing to go on soon. Luckily I can still talk because they're actually their sound check. I think they're due on in a little bit, which is why I can get out here and do this. We've got the Stagger in the bar on my right. I'm going to go straight across the central stage. I'm not going to wait for the band because I don't want to interrupt their performance. The Dolmens got their merch stand. They were last on playing on my right, so we're going to swing across here. We've got lovely tents for people to hide in from the sun, because it's been quite blazing heat the last couple of days. And ahead of me you can see hopefully we'll just see the little sign that says Medieval Village. Let's just, we're going to go down what's called the rabbit hole into the other part of the festival. It's a completely different bit of the festival. But let's just go a little bit into the Medieval Village first. White Wizard, Purple Elf, a trade who I know very well there on the right. So way ahead of me in the distance is the camping site for those that bought weekend camping tickets. Halfling Meadow is just over on my left. My left, remember, if you're hopefully still not getting too seasick. So instead of going ahead at this point, I'm going to take my right. Sorry if you get queasy. We're going to pop down and look at some traders down here. Lots and lots of different traders selling all sorts of interesting things. Let's just carefully swing round here. Oh, okay, sorry sir. Problem is anyone watching me just thinks I'm talking to myself with a giant knobby thing on my head, which is a bit embarrassing. So yes, so as I was saying, we got camping way down there on my right for weekend campers. Poor security in the Orange Hives. They got nothing to do most of the time because it's such a lovely festival. But they hardly have any trouble to deal with, do you? Yes. He's not just saying that. Okay, so actually we've gone up a little bit into the Halfling Meadow here because it looked interesting. Bear in mind we're late afternoon on Sunday, so it does look like some people are, after a long, tiring weekend, are starting to pack up a little bit. So at this point, actually, I think I'm going to stop and we're going to teleport to the rabbit hole. Okay, so I've teleported to nearer the rabbit hole again. So let's go through the rabbit hole. So basically, as I said, there's kind of two different sides of this festival. In fact, there's a good map on my right-hand side, which you'll see as I'm going around. So we've kind of done a field with big marquees and the stage and the caterers. and then we go through this little tunnel, and all of a sudden we find ourselves on a kind of formal gardens of Sudeley Castle. So like a completely different environment for our festival. And we got on my right Terry English. We'll take a quick detour into Terry English's. So we're inside his marquee. Luckily my camera didn't hit the head. And then we'll take a detour back out again. And you'll notice as we get to this crossroads, if you're looking forwards, that there are actually Sudeley Castle gardens on my left and right. And we pass them now. And now we'll carry on down here. And we've got some more stalls. It is the biggest fantasy market of stalls in the country. And as you can see, looking around at all of the people that are here, a lot of people dress up for this, even in the blazing heat, which shows how committed they are. On my left, the Anne Sudworth Gallery. Hello! If you saw her waving at me just then, if you were looking at the left at the time, instead of, we've got, okay, no, let's go straight ahead. We'll look at the Royal Stage. There's nothing on Royal Stage at the moment over on my right. So let's just carry on these here. If you look to your right, we've got some traders. But if you look to my left, you will actually see the lovely castle itself, which is still inhabited by a family whose name I don't know, which is a little bit embarrassing. Right, we're now kind of at a crossroads. We've got some more security there, as you can see, doing nothing, because there's nothing for them to do. Sounds to me like there's somebody else on the stage over there we're going to look at in a second. I don't know which way to go. We've got so many different directions. So we go, let's go to my straight ahead this way. And then we'll come back and loop round. We're going to loop round. Oh, it looks like the Daleks got a little hot by the looks of it on my right. I think, I could be wrong here. Oh no, on my left here we've got the, changed my mind what we're talking about. We've got what's the Stoked Convention, I think it is. Look at all their stalls. In fact, I can just see her kind of at the end of the giant crowd in there. So ahead of me you can see the ruins of the Abbey, or ahead of me right. So we're going to bend it. That is definitely the film orchestra, because I recognise that music. I hope that doesn't mean that that counts as a copyrighted soundtrack, and therefore I'm not allowed to put this 360 video on here. I hardly want to talk when there's I hardly want to talk when there's music playing like this. Let's just stop for a few seconds. Lovely lake and Abbey ruins on there. Film orchestra ahead of me. Castle behind me. What more would you want? And a Cyberman for some reason hanging out. Two Cybermen. I can just see ahead of me next to the singer, but they're going behind the tent. Oh, of course, that barking over to my left reminds me that, of course, it's a dog-friendly festival. Right, we're going to have to move on, otherwise we won't cover the entire tour in time. I think we crashed out there for a second with the heat. Hopefully we're okay again now. I wish I could just stay there and listen to that rather than actually carry on the tour. Let's zip through here. We'll turn this way. Sorry again for the lurches in your video as I turn corners. You can see on my right we've got some Daleks, TARDIS, the Sons of Skyro, an out of order police box. Don't know why there's an out of order police box here. I'm trying to pretend I don't know. We have the Royal Stage, which hasn't got obviously anyone on it at the moment. On my left, we've got some Star Wars figures. I don't know who's there at the moment. There was some stormtroopers there earlier. I think they're having a breather at the moment. Hello! And then we're getting down to the edge of sight here. You can see a bit of the Sudley Castle in front of us. Oh, we've got Chewbacca on my right, you can see there. And we have some purple shirts. Obviously the lovely purple shirts, they're volunteers who help us out. Oh, in fact we have one of the stage managers here, Harriet. How's it going, Harriet?
Good, bit
I know it looks like I've got a big knob on my head, but unfortunately that's probably about Chewbacca's height actually, isn't it? So actually, we actually got someone the right height for the camera. Sorry, I was saying, how's it going?
It's been good.
Good. Have you finished now on that stage, or is there any more?
Got a few things once the film orchestra is finished.
The film orchestra is absolutely brilliant, isn't it? We've just been over there. I even had to shut up for a minute or two just so we can capture some of it.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Okay, I think what we'll do is... Oh, no. What's down there, Harriet? Remind me?
I've got ferry walk down
That's the ferry walk. Should we go down the ferry walk? Let's go down the ferry walk. So I'm going to have to turn 45 degrees. It makes everyone sick, you see, when I move around. So we're going to go down the ferry walk, which will take us to the entranceway. Obviously, some people are leaving now. It's late afternoon on Sunday, as I said earlier. We shall go down the ferry walk to the entrance and exit. So all of the day visitors came in from this at the start, because obviously you can have a Saturday ticket or a Sunday ticket if you're not staying for all weekend. And now I feel like I don't want to talk again because I feel this is like a little bit of a quiet area, really. Yes. I don't think there's no signs that say you have to be silent, but it's more like a kind of like fairy walk mystic thing. So, in fact, we'll have to be on our best. I'll have to be on my best behaviour because as we approach the info point down here and the entranceway to Fantasy Forest, we see some more purple shirts here, including actually one of the event organisers, who is my boss. So we have to be on our best behaviour. Hello, boss. Hello. And we'll go all the way to the entrance. Obviously, the ticket officey bit is not there anymore because we've obviously done all the wristbands for the weekend, and then we have the not so exciting car park. And that is the end of our tour, I think, for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, if you've never come to Fantasy Forest before, hopefully that gives you some idea. And if you have come before, hopefully that's a nice reminder of what it was like on this beautiful Sunday in July 2022.